Hi, I'm Katie from What Katie Did, and welcome back. Today I'm going to tell you about our fabulous Demi Corset, which is a hybrid in between a powermesh waist cincher and a full non-stretch corset. It combines a busk front just like a full corset does, and the laced back, which you can see here. But it also combines a double layer of powermesh, which actually moves with your body, and an elastic waist tape, which means there's actually a lot more give than there is in a full non-stretch corset. The idea behind this is to give you the shaping you want on the day you want. So we've got three different levels here. We've got our glamour waspies and waist cinchers, which are made of powermesh, which have a hook and eye front. And then we've got the Demi Waspy and Demi Corset, which are halfway towards a corset. And then we have a full non-stretch corset if you want to be really hardcore with your shaping. So I'll just talk you through the differences so you can try and work out which one's right for you. I've got our powermesh glamour waist cincher here, and our waist cinchers and our glamour waspies are actually our best-selling items of shapewear, and it's easy to tell why, because they're designed to do the job and to be comfortable all day. The powermesh waist cincher, it has an internal double layer of powermesh around the waist and also an elastic waist tape, which means that when you wear it, this area here stretches less than the rest of the garment, which is just a single layer, which means it does shape and accentuate your waist. There are limitations with a powermesh waist cincher though, because they have a hook and eye front, and so there's a limit to how far you can stretch it to actually put it on, and there comes a point where it might not give you as much cinch as you want to, simply because you can't pull it around enough to do the hooks and eyes up. And before we did our powermesh Demi Corset, then you either had to go for a powermesh waspy or waist cincher or a full corset. So this is one of our full corsets. It's a sample, as you can see inside, but this is totally non-stretch. So the corsets are generally made from 2 or 3 layers of fabric. You have the fashion fabric on the outside, you have a cotton twill lining, and you have an interfacing in between. You also have a non-stretch waist tape, so when you are in a corset, there's no room for manoeuvre at all. The corset very much molds your body as opposed to you mold the corset. It does have laces at the back, which means that if you feel it is too tight for you after a few hours wear, you can simply untie the laces and loosen it a little bit, and you'll find that even loosening it like the tiniest amount makes all the difference. So I always say you don't have to do anything when you're wearing a corset, and if you feel just a little bit uncomfortable, just loosen it, because it's your body, and no one else is going to notice that tiny little ½ inch that you've loosened it by. But it has to be said that corsets do take a lot of getting used to. And while you can generally wear one for a party for a couple of hours or a shoot, if you're going to wear one all day, every day, then you do have to build up slowly. And it takes several weeks to get used to a corset. Which brings us into our Demi Corsets. Now, our Demi Corset is designed to meet you halfway in between the powermesh waist cincher and the full steel-boned corset. It actually incorporates the same busk as a standard corset. It incorporates the same spiral steel boning. And I should point out here that the reason you can't really wash corsets has nothing to do with the busk or the boning, really. It's to do with the fact that they're made from several layers of fabrics, and when you wash them, because natural fabrics are involved like cotton, there will be a certain amount of shrinkage, and because there's several layers, the shrinkage could be different on each layer, so you won't end up with the pristine corset you started with, or you can't guarantee that you'll end up with a pristine corset you started with. It'll still be wearable, but it won't look as good as what it did before. So that is why people say don't wash corsets. If good quality boning is used, then yes, it can be washed as normal, and our Demi Waspies and our Demi Corsets can be washed. It incorporates a double layer of powermesh, so there's slightly less stretch as with our Demi Waspy and Demi waist cincher. We've also got a double elastic waist tape here, so again that's more control than the the Glamour Waspy and the Glamour Waist Cincher. And it's also got the laced back, and it's really the laced back that makes all the difference, because this allows you to loosen the corset, do the bust up, and then tighten it up. And by tightening the laces, you can really cinch in, whereas with Waspy and Glamour Cincher, then you, as I said before, you are restricted to the hooks and eyes at the front. The addition of stretch means that this garment moves with you, as opposed to you moulding to the corset. So again, it's more comfortable to wear straight off, without you don't have to worry about the corset pinching after a few hours. So this is great for if you want, you know, almost the look of a corset, but without having to worry about your body getting used to a corset, or maybe you want to wear them for a night out and you don't have time to break in a corset or anything like that. You can wear this one straight off and you'll be comfortable all night. It also works out great for a sleeping corset. If you decide to sleep in a corset, then this will be more comfortable than a standard corset. And of course, in warmer weather, in hotter climates, it will be more comfortable simply because it will give you more movement. And again, on lazy days, if you wear a full corset every day, on a Sunday, you could wear this, and it will give you just almost the same amount of restriction, but it'll move with your body, so it'll be that little bit more comfortable, so you can do a bit more lounging on the sofa than you would in a standard corset. We have filmed all of our waist cinchers on one of our models, Miss Sugar Rush, who looks amazing in all of them. We started with our Glamour Waist Cincher, and we moved on to our Demi Corset, and then we moved on to our Extreme Vamp Corset, and she does look amazing in all of them, and you can see the different silhouettes it gives her, all the three different types. So hopefully that will help you decide which one's right for you. Also, you have to remember with videos is that there's no Photoshop, so what you see on Miss Sugar Rush is actually how it looks and how it fits her, and you can clearly see the difference. There's no Photoshop to the waistline at all, and you know there's obviously no Photoshop to the waistline on any of our images on our website, but I know some trickery does go on. So with video, you can clearly see what she looks like and the difference between the garments. I've been working in the corset industry for over 25 years now, and over that time I've been wearing corsets regularly, and I've been designing corsets for over 20 years, and for the last over 5 years I've been wearing a corset on a daily basis. So if you do have any questions about corsets, please get in touch and I'll do my best to answer. In the meantime, please take care, and I'll catch up with you soon.